Welcome to day number 5 of Grow Your Own Food Challenge, and I want to give you a bit of an update of the incubator that I set up. This here is the humidity regulator, and if you can hear that little pump going, it's only got 42% humidity. It needs 45. So there it goes again. So this pump is automatically pulling water from the bottle and adding it to the incubator. So when I said the other day, I literally just set up the incubator and then I come back 18 days later, I was serious. It's just all automated. I make sure there's water in that bottle and I'm done. Anyway, we're not talking about incubators anymore today. I'm going to be showing you my setup for processing chickens. Yesterday I showed you processing chickens, but I didn't really go into all the equipment and how we set that up. So that's what I'm going to do right now. This is the setup. What I've got set up here, I've got a ladder, and in between there is 2 bits of timber and a traffic cone. We've cut the end off the traffic cone, so this is what we use to put the birds in. It's at a good height, we can put the birds in and then we can cut off their head. From here, the chickens come over to a bucket of hot water. This is our boiler. This is a gas boiler. It's a stainless steel boiler that runs off gas, so that's heating up the water. We've got the hose running in there to top it up. We then put the water into this bucket, that's the hot water, and then this bucket here is the one we dunk the birds in. So if the temperature's a bit too hot, we can just squirt the hose in. If it's a bit too cold, we can put some more water in. I try not to use the boiler as the bucket to dunk your chickens in, because what you'll find is the temperature might variate too much. You might need to add quite a bit of water to it, then the temperature's going down. So I keep that heating up, put the hot water in there, and then this bucket I can add more cold water, more hot water to get the temperature right. The temperature we're looking for is about 67 degrees. Today we've found 62 degrees is sort of fine. So it could depend on the age of the bird, type of bird, the temperature of the day. We're finding 62 is working quite well. So the gas is heating that up. From the hot water, after the feathers are all loose, they go into this plucker. So this plucker, this has got all rubber fingers all around the sides and rubber fingers on the floor, and the floor actually spins, and because the feathers are soft, it'll take the feathers off. So I'm just going to turn it on and you'll see the base of it spins. The outside stays where it is, but the base of it spins. So I'll show you what that looks like. So you can see it spins quite fast there. The feathers go off. There's a little gap down the side, so we hose it. You'll see us hosing it while that's on, and then the feathers come out this chute here into this crate. This crate, we've just put holes in the bottom, so it's quite wet. There's a lot of moisture here, so it catches all the feathers, so we don't have to rake them up off the ground, but the water can still drain out. When all the feathers are off, then the chickens come up here. This is a stainless steel bench. We've put on some legs, so it's a good working height. From here, I take the legs off, I gut it. I've got my gut bucket right there, so as I'm gutting, the guts can go straight into the bucket. And then I finish off by just rinsing them all down, and then it goes into a freezer. So I'll show you the freezer here. So at the moment, this freezer's not plugged in. We used it last night to freeze up some big chunks of ice. So we've got iced water, and this is just really bringing the temperature of the chickens right down. So we have them in here, and then right at the end, when we've cleaned everything up, we'll get all these birds out and then double bag them and then drain the freezer, and then we'll freeze them all. So that's basically the equipment setup that we use to process. So after yesterday's video, Anita in the private Facebook group asked a question. Anita said, "Daniel, the best ever example of processing a chicken." Thanks, Anita. Well done. We now feel confident where before, I have to admit, not confident. Thank you. And then she's asked, "Is it possible to see an example of bagging chickens too, please?" Well, Anita, I've gone through my archives and I've found another video of me processing chickens a while ago, and it actually shows me bagging the chickens. So this is for you, Anita. I just grab a bag. And I'll just double bag them. And you just got to watch, sometimes the necks are a bit sharp, so that could puncture your bag. So just for safety, I just like to double bag them. And just so I'm not trying to tie a knot, I just get a tiny little cable tie, zip tie. Put on the scales, and that's a 1.7 kilo. So I write 1.7. The marker's not working well, it's a bit wet. 1.7, and that's done. So Anita, I hope that has showed you how I actually bag the chickens. For everyone else, I hope you've really enjoyed this video. Also, if you want to join the private members area for free and ask me personal questions along the journey of grow your own food, please go to chickencaravan.com/grow. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow.